Hi YouTube, Weeble back with another video. Now this is going to be I think part 7 of what's in the box and random stuff picked up over the years, car boots, charity shops, such like. Haven't had it on display, generally because it's either too small or just not really suitable for the game room. And I've sort of picked out a few at the bottom which seem to be mainly Pokemon items, so it's pretty much a Pokemon only what's in the box. It's pretty random, so we'll start off with the first item, and it seems to be a promotional booklet for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl on the DS. Now I guess this would have been given out, or you could have picked it up off the counter at Game or similar when this was launched. So once a random bits of paper, it's squirreled away. So quite interesting to have. Not sure at some point somebody be interested in it. In a similar vein, we have the Pokemon Trading Card Game Breakthrough album, collector's album, which I think is Pokemon X and Y, possibly. Now this is just one that you would collect presumably a certain number of cards, and then you can clip them in to these spaces here. No gluing required. So obviously I never collected any of these. Picked it up, probably no intention of buying cards because it's not something I've ever done. And then there was a tips A to Z of help book given out I think with one of the Nintendo magazines, and this one's a fairly early one and gives you helpful tips on Pokemon Red and Blue, so amongst various other games. So these obviously all be Game Boy games. So again, that got squirreled away in the box, never to be seen. And then we got a couple of small bags of Pokemon figures. Now, I'm pretty sure these are McDonald's toys. There's probably a couple more, probably to complete the set, but these are ones I would have picked up probably from a car boot. I certainly wouldn't have bought the Happy Meal to get these, so but these would have been very cheap. Again, bought them, squirreled them away. And we have I guess it's a Pokédex. Now this one's dated on the back. You won't be able to see it. 2004. I believe I've got batteries in it. Work out how to turn the thing on. Yeah, you can see it does work. Now, again, I wouldn't have paid very much for this. 50p, possibly £1. And I seem to remember I bought this because alongside it, which I'd never seen before, was one of these things. Now, I still don't quite know how they're supposed to work, because this does have a little screen on it as well. And obviously, if you look through it, there is a Pokemon figure. You probably won't see that. And then you can scroll across using the button, believe to catch him or whatever, not sure. But I'm guessing somehow these two connect. They've got equal pins on the side. So you can connect them and presumably transfer data across from one to the other. Not sure, but say I think that's dated 2006. So presumably it was a afterthought add-on to this. But again, never going to use them. And another random thing, also picked up Pokemon related, is this thing here. I'm pretty sure I've showed this in another video a few years back now, and I can't really get them out, but there's a load of cards in there, and then you would slide it into this bit, and then by tilting the screen you get 2 different Pokemon. So again, what you're supposed to do with it, not sure, because it's not electronic, it's purely manual. I think they did slide at some point, if I remember rightly. Oh, there you go, you can get the cards out. So not sure what you're supposed to do with it or how it's supposed to work, but random. And then we have a couple of small, I don't know what you call these, gashapons, I suppose, or something, or just little key ring holders, but you won't be able to show it. But when you click and look through that hole, there will be a Pokemon. Not quite. Anyway, it rotates round, and you've got about 8 different Pokemon in there. Now I believe I found 2 of these. So I think they've both got the same Pokemons in them. So, and I found a stash of cards. Okay, I don't buy them. Pick up the tin for £1. And there's loads of random cards in here. So I have no idea about cards. They're all in pretty good condition. I don't know what generation they are, but I'm assuming they're all legit and not fake, but I'm not an expert, so I probably wouldn't be able to tell. I need a second opinion on whether or not they're fake or not. We have more cards. Okay, not sure what generation they are. Have a tub of what appear to be singular cards. I think these are about 5 or 6, and there's duplicates of each, and there's probably 3 sets, I think it is. So I think these were given away, or at least you could pick them up in game when they were promoting the game of the time, whichever that was. So they are legit cards, these ones. Again, probably worthless, but I've kept them sealed, although they are slightly out of shape. But say internally they would be minty. And we have some more cards. Now, got quite a few in here, and I was collecting these specifically because they are e-reader compatible. Now I did, if I could just reach round, I managed to pick up an e-reader. Now it's not sealed. I can open this up and play it. So I managed to pick this up in a local town in a small game shop before they shut up. I think it was an independent down in Weymouth, if I remember rightly. And it was about £20, which seemed stupidly cheap at the time because it wasn't a UK release. So I bought that, and I did manage to pick up another one on a trip to America, so I have a unboxed one as well. But all these cards, when you scan them, the little barcode there either gives information, or there's some cards have information and play abilities, I believe. Obviously identifiable by the e-reader logo in the bottom. So if I see any e-reader cards, I'd probably still pick them up, but I say I'm not actively collecting them. So, and these days I have no idea of the value. Some of these might be a bit pricey now, but whether people are worried about it being an e-reader or not, I'm not sure. Because I don't think many people in the UK will be using it. So anyway, that's it. Not sure how many items that was, but Pokemon related stuff. I think that's episode 7. So until the next video, thanks for watching. Remember, stay happy.